Suppose we are taking the examples of v is equals to ap, v is equals to a plus bt. Suppose the question is given where v is equals to velocity and t is equals to time. You have been given that find the dimensions of a and b, and keeping this rule in your mind, that principle of homogeneity, keeping this rule in your mind, you have to find the dimension of a and b. Okay, so remember, we can add and subtract only those physical quantities which are having same dimensional formulas. But we can multiply two different physical quantities, it is okay with it. Okay, so how to solve these type of questions based on principle of homogeneity? Let us see. What was the question? We have to find the dimension of a and b. So we can write what was the equation? V is equals to a plus bt. So let us take all the quantities in the left hand side. So take a here and bt as well as here. So what does it become? It becomes v minus a minus bt is equals to 0. Now according to the principle of homogeneity, what does the principle of homogeneity says? See beta, we are subtracting the two physical quantities, we are subtracting. So what does the principle of homogeneity says? Dimension of v should be equal to dimension of a, and this should also be equal to dimension of bt. Means all the three physical quantities should be having same dimensional formula. So let us start with dimensional formula of a. Dimensional formula of v, we all know that dimensional formula of v is equals to lt minus 1. So we can first we can express in terms of this thing, lt minus 1 should be equal to a. So what the dimensional formula of a becomes m0 l1 t minus 1. Now it is the turn of bt. We can write as well as dimension of v is equals to dimension of bt. So we can write lt minus 1 is equals to bt. Then bring t in the denominator. See, t is time. What the principle of homogeneity says? You can divide two different physical quantities, but you cannot add and subtract. So this thing is correct. So if you will take time up, so what does the formula becomes? lt minus 2. So what is the dimension of formula becomes? lt minus 2, or we can write m0 l1 t minus 2. This is the dimensional formula for b. Now next question, suppose we are giving example of, if your question has been given x is equals to a plus c upon m. Okay, this is any random equation you have been given where x is the displacement and m is the mass. You have to find the dimension of a and c. Now same procedure we will follow. We will bring all the physical quantities on one side. Means we can write x minus a minus c upon m is equals to 0. Thus what the principle of homogeneity says? Dimension of x, since we are subtracting two different physical quantities, so dimension of x is equals to dimension of a is equals to dimension of c upon m. So suppose first if we will compare this thing, so dimension of x is equals to dimension of a. What the x denotes? X denotes the displacement. So we can directly write the dimension of x is equals to L. So we can write L is equals to a. This becomes the formal dimensional formula of a becomes m0 L1 T0. Also we can now compare these two things. Dimension of x is equals to dimension of c upon m. So we can write L is equals to dimension of c upon m, that is L is equals to c upon mass. Now what is the question? We have to find the dimension of c. Then we will bring this mass in the left hand side. So what it become? Mass into length, ml. So what is the dimensional formula of c becomes? m1 l1 t power 0. This is the dimensional formula of c. Now one tricky question I am giving you. So what is the question is, suppose find you have been given any trigonometric function y is equals to 10 xt. Okay, you have to find out the dimension of x where t denotes the time. Now madam, how to solve? But the things are the question is I think incomplete. You will think, ma'am, what is why it has not been given? What is y, or y denotes which type of physical quantities? Means how to solve 10 xt is equals to y. So don't panic here. Let us solve for one question. Now question is very easy. It looks like this. Let us consider 10 xt as tan theta. Let us consider 10 xt as tan theta. Means what? We are considering theta is equals to xt. Suppose theta is a trigonometric function. Okay. Now where theta is equal to angle and it is dimensionless. We all know that angle is a dimensionless quantity. Okay, we are not considering as a fundamental quantity. It is not having any dimension. So it already we can write m0 l0 t0 is equals to xt. Simple. If you will bring t in the denominator of m l t upon t, then most of the students will think, ma'am, it is the power of 0. Here t is there, we can cut down. No, beta. Since the power of the t is 0, here the dimension of the t is 0, but here the dimension of t is 1. If you will bring t upside, so it will become m0 l0 t power minus 1. So what is the dimension of x now? m0 l0 t ki power minus 1. Again, I am providing you some homework related to the principle of homogeneity concept. I am giving you here 4 questions. Okay, these are not that much hard question. You can solve it. Okay, you have to complete the assignment till the Sunday, and whatever the doubts you are having, or if you are not able to solve these questions, you have to comment in the comment box, or you can directly upload the answers also. I will check the answers of these questions. Okay. So these questions I have given in the form of PDF notes. You can check from the PDF notes also, or you can take the screenshot as well. Okay. Now the next topic which comes out as last topic of today, that is check the homogeneity. Means, what do you mean by check the homogeneity? We have studied the principle of homogeneity. Now this topic says कि suppose if you have been given any equation, any random equation, suppose if I will take this equation only. Okay, so if you have been given this equation, how to check the homogeneity, or how to check the correctness of any equation? In this thing we will see, or we will consider to check to see if any equation is correct or the formula is correct. If suppose any random equation has been given to you, then how you will say कि the equation is correct or not? Only the process or the procedure to check the homogeneity is dimension of LHS, whatever been given in the left hand side of the equation, must be equal to the dimension of RHS. Simple. If this thing is coming out, then the equation is correct. Suppose S is equals to Vt. First example I am taking. S is equals to Vt, where S is denotes the displacement, V denotes the velocity, and T denotes the time. So let us start with LHS. LHS is equals to S, and S is displacement. So directly I am writing what is the dimensional formula of displacement? L. Now RHS, velocity into time. So what is the dimensional formula of velocity? LT minus 1. And what is the dimensional formula of time? T. So total it becomes, this is minus 1, this is 1. So total it becomes 0. So what is the dimensional formula of Vt left? L. Since LHS is equals to RHS, hence the equation is correct. This is the procedure to check the homogeneity. Now suppose next question is, suppose E is equals to mc square I am taking. Okay, it is very famous equation. You all know that. You must be knowing that if you don't know. Then E, suppose E denotes here energy, M denotes mass, and C denotes the speed of light. So what is the LHS? LHS, suppose we are taking E, energy, and we all know that energy is equivalent to work done. So work done is equals to force into displacement. What is the dimensional formula of force? ML T minus 2. What is the dimensional formula of displacement? L. So LHS becomes, total whole together LHS becomes ML2 T minus 2. Now suppose we have to take the RHS side. What is MC square? M denotes the mass and C denotes the speed of light ka whole square. Okay, so M in place of mass I am writing M. In place of speed I am writing the formula of speed of light, that is distance upon time, whole power square. Then we can write in the form of notations also, M into L upon T whole square. All together it becomes ML2 T minus 2. Hence LHS is equals to RHS. Hence the equation is correct. Now this is the last question homework I am giving you. You have to check the dimensional homogeneity. You have to check the dimensional homogeneity of these questions. Okay, this seems to be all are correct, but you have to check the homogeneity on your own. I have been given questions, and what are the values which are signifying I am writing on the right hand side. So you have to solve in the copy that all the equations have been correct or not according to the principle of homogeneity. Okay, that's it for today. Take care.